Hello everyone.
The Tragedy of OnlyFans Girls. This is a video by something, and this is gonna be interesting.
My name is Uendi and welcome to my channel. So I was watching this interview of Piers Morgan with an OnlyFans model, and it made me think, have we really degraded this much as a society, where being naked or selling your body online is considered empowering or is celebrated?
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Why are you mad, bro? Why are you mad? If they want to sell pussy, why the fuck are you mad? Jesus Christ, it's not your pussy. It's not like they're stealing your pussy and selling it. Lord have mercy.
Show you the clip.
Fans has become a digital phenomenon. There's 190 million users.
Kids can cry in a Ferrari. True.
And 3 million so-called creators who mostly use the space to upload X-rated photographs and videos of themselves for their subscribers. And it's big business, very big business, raking in $5 billion a year. Well, Ellie Brooke, who makes 6 to 7 figures per month on the site, describes it as empowering.
True.
But after years of fighting back against the objective use of women in newspapers, magazines, and as chilly as in sport, isn't it just, well, bit of a backward step? Well, joining me now is OnlyFans creator Elle.
Not really, because at least they own it. You know, they're making the money. They're directly making the money out of that shit. So, not really a step backwards. It's actually good, to be honest with you. OnlyFans is actually fair enough. It's fair game, because at least OnlyFans is still making money from them. Like, making much more money from their content still, you know, like any other platform. But at least now, you know, they're not in an industry. I think the porn industry was pretty fucked up, you know. So at least they're not in the industry. At least they make more money now. So hey, fair game, bro. Shout out to them.
Bro, I did ask you.
And that's probably why it inspired more and more girls to get into it. That being said, it's not great. Like, porn isn't great, obviously.
Got it wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm the host of the Blair White Project, Blair White, over in the States. So welcome to both of you. All right, Elle, now tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
What were you before you did this?
I was a law student, and now I'm a TikToker.
At university?
Yeah, Uni of Southampton. So.
Did you graduate?
No, fucking high school, idiot. The fuck?
Cool.
No. I dropped out to do OnlyFans because I was making a lot of money. So I was like, why am I doing reading?
Studying to be a lawyer?
Yes.
And then you start doing OnlyFans while you're at university?
Yes.
What made you get into it?
Because I saw how much money other people were earning, and I was thinking, hey, I could do this too. And then it turns out I'm pretty good at getting my clothes off, and I was like, this is a career for me.
No, see, okay, look, I've nothing against you. I'm not taking a moral view here,
why
right?
Are you bad? Like, why are you so triggered, dog? Lord have mercy. Why are you so triggered, bro? You know what? I ain't gonna say.
I'm just disappointed that someone like you, who's obviously got a great brain,
Yeah.
training to be a law student at university.
Great brain. Yeah, she does have a great head. I know. You know. You subscribed. Shut up, Pierce. Pierce subscribed.
Decides to pack it all in to just take your clothes off for perfect strangers on OnlyFans. Why?
Because I wouldn't have made loads of money as a solicitor anyway. Like, I would have earned money, yes, but I earned that in 2 weeks now. And I earned that throughout uni.
How much do you make? I mean, how much money do you make?
I earn a lot. How much do you make? Maybe like double that?
Well, we won't get into what I earn, but what do you earn?
I earn a lot of money.
I'm a broke bitch, dog. That's crazy.
Number.
Well, I don't want to
Maybe
give
you
a
should start sucking dick, Pierce. How about that?
specific number,
Why
but
not?
I'm 0.01 on OnlyFans, so I'm as top as it gets.
What does that mean?
It means you are the best of the best. 0.01%
Best to the
of
best of what?
OnlyFans creators in monetary terms.
Why are you so good?
Because I'm really good looking
Right.
and original.
We're certainly not shy, are you?
No, I know I'm good at what I do.
I'm not going to harangue you for being cocky, because that would be ridiculous coming from me. But, all right, well, let me go to Blair here. I mean, Blair, look, on the face of it, isn't this really what feminist empowerment's all about? A woman in control of her body, doing what she wants.
You're making their argument, you fucking idiot. What the heck's wrong with you? Yeah, this is what the feminist movement's about, and there's nothing bad about it. Like, whore. What's your argument, bro? You don't even have an argument. At least have, like, something reactionary to say, you know? Like, at least say, like, Jesus. How about Jesus? At least say some shit like that. He's like, yeah, isn't that what the feminism is like? You're making their arguments for us.
Making a huge amount of money. Isn't it entirely down to Elle, what she decides to do?
It absolutely is up to Elle to do whatever she wants to do in her professional career. And I don't have any issue with adults doing what they want, entering sex work. However, unfortunately, I think the way in which OnlyFans is often discussed in public makes it out to be this quick get-rich scheme. It reeks of a pyramid scheme. And oftentimes young girls find themselves following this fool's gold rush and not really understanding the consequences of it. So here's some information that I feel like young girls should arm themselves with. The average registered OnlyFans
As a young girl, I definitely want to hear this.
Makes only $180 a month. That's the average. So we're not discussing Elle in that, obviously, but that is the average. Making about $2,500 a month puts you in the top 1%, which adds up to $15 an hour, which is the same or less than McDonald's pays. So oftentimes these young girls find themselves, entering sex work thinking that it's going to be financially, beneficial for them, and they end up making less than a fast food worker, but they still take on the entire stigma of being involved in sex work and oftentimes can't find employment afterwards. So my only issue is people doing these things without having, themselves armed with the information. And I think everyone should know what them.
Yeah, I mean, look,
You guys say something, or is she just going? What's the point of this video? Uendi, like, what's up? Uendi, come on. This is
some good points.
I'm giving up on you.
Well, what do your family think of this? I mean, they must be incredibly disappointed, surely, that you backed in a potentially really successful career as a lawyer to do this.
My dad is dead and my mum is on my pay.
Oh my god, this guy, it worked for her. If we're talking about like other people that it might not work for, sure, but it worked for her, so why? I mean, maybe they're disappointed though. Hey.
Payroll. My family are
Your
fine.
mum's on your payroll?
My mum is on my payroll.
In what, doing what?
Admin.
What does that mean?
It's just behind the scenes work. She doesn't do anything rude or anything.
So she loves you doing this?
So her father died and her mother is exploiting her. This is sketchy.
Well, she doesn't praise it at the pub like, woohoo, my daughter does OnlyFans, but she's supportive. She knows that I'm over 18, I can do what the hell I want. And she knows that, her views can't...
Being an ad, I mean, it is a bit weird, I can't lie, but it's not exploiting her, so just, I don't know why she said that, but okay.
Like, impact my life. What is she gonna do? You're grounded because you do OnlyFans. Like, what the hell? It's 2023. People do what the hell they want.
No, don't get me wrong. I totally subscribe.
People can do whatever they want. I can do whatever I want. These expressions are so overused and I hear them a lot. And they really bother me. Firstly, it makes you look like a narcissist freak. You are the center and everyone has to deal with it. They have to deal with you and your attitude. Secondly, as an expression...
No, it's called freedom, ma'am. I don't know where the fuck you're from. I can't tell the accent. It's called freedom. It has nothing to do with narcissism. Let's Google narcissism. Oh my god. Narcissist, okay? Motherfucker. What is a narcissist? Not even this. I want Oxford, actually. Yeah, Oxford Dictionary, narcissist. Okay. What's a narcissist? Hopefully we could all trust narcissist. It's a noun. A person who admires himself or herself too much, especially their appearance. Alright? So, when you do what the fuck you want, when you use the expression stuff, what are the expressions?
You're a narcissist freak, you are the center, and whatever they want, I can do whatever I want.
I can do whatever I want. That doesn't mean that you are. that doesn't mean, okay? Where the fuck is the last definition? What the heck? It doesn't mean that you're like used with uncountable nouns, especially that. No, bro. Where the fuck is the actual definition? Are you tripping, bro? Where's the actual definition? Okay, there you go. A person who admires. That doesn't mean you admire yourself. The very fact that you want to do what you want doesn't mean you admire yourself. And even if you do, it's okay. Of course, when you overtly do it to the point where you can't, where you admire yourself to the point where you are willing to hurt other people, okay? When you're willing to hurt other people for your own personal gain, when you're able or when you want to hurt other people for your own personal gain, sure, you might be a narcissist, okay? But just simply wanting to do what you want doesn't make you a narcissist. It just makes you somebody who wants to enjoy freedom, okay? And freedom, in America at least, is something that we exercise, unfortunately. So that's why it's called freedom. It's not called narcissism, but go on.
These expressions are so overused, and I hear them a lot, and they really bother me. Firstly,
freedom bothers you. Somebody being free bothers you. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I'm a socialist too, but this is some communist shit.
It makes you look like a narcissist freak. You are the center, and everyone has to deal with it. They have to deal with you and your attitude. Secondly,
yeah, deal with me trying to be free. I'm not affecting you. Like, you don't have to deal with it if you don't want to. You could not deal with it. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to be in my, you know what I'm saying? But it's still me. It's my choice to be me. So it's called freedom. You know what, let me hear out.
As an expression, it is very broad. Like, I can do whatever I want. It can be like, it can include many things, and it can also be dangerous because it can be used or abused by people who have bad intentions. I mean, if someone can do whatever he or she wants to, they can just cause a genocide, you know? And this is not right. And thirdly, having integrity and dignity are priceless compared to what...
Sure. Let me just say, that's true. If somebody is able to do whatever they... But that's not the context of what we're talking about. We're talking about the context of you and you controlling your own faith in your life and you controlling everything in your life. And that's what I could do whatever I want means. That nobody else could dictate your life. It has nothing to do with the outside world. As I say, when it comes to you doing shit outside of yourself and affecting people negatively for your gains, then you could be a narcissist, then you could be a bad person, blah, blah, blah. But when you're talking about yourself and what you do and every action that you do, okay, and not allowing other things or other societal ideas affecting you, then that's you being a free person, okay? And that's called freedom, all right? But when you make it broader, I could do whatever I want. She didn't say I could do whatever I want to people. She said I could do whatever I want in my own life. So that's different. So there's a different distinction between those two things, all right? When you're doing something to somebody and when you're just simply doing something that's going to affect you. If it's going to affect me and myself and it's not going to affect anybody else, then I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's the whole idea, right?
What this lady or other OnlyFans models earn on this platform. And freedom is loved by everyone, like who doesn't want to be free? But as the saying goes, your freedom ends when mine begins.
Wait, what? How is she fucking ending your freedom, girl? By oh yeah, her being naked is like fucking ending your freedom. How? Make an argument for this, because this could be interesting.
Yes.
She doesn't make an argument for it. She just plays the video. Oh God.
And the show.
Oh, you subscribe.
I don't subscribe to you, but
He's definitely subscribing. You could tell.
I haven't bestowed you that honour yet. No, but I think this show's called Uncensored. You can do whatever you like. I don't care. But I'm just curious about you being someone who embarked on a law career, was obviously very bright, went to university.
How is it low if she's making more money than you, Pierce? How's that low? Like, you have said some crazy shit that made you look unbelievably low, okay? And you still make money. So her getting naked and making money is not too different, in my opinion, okay? Because you are stupid, Pierce, and you have showed again and again, due time, how stupid you are. Because you keep speaking. And you speaking is by itself worse than nudity, in my opinion. You speaking publicly with your stupid ideas and your stupid mind is worse than being naked on the internet. That's just my personal opinion. So I don't know what the fuck low is, but you are low.
Acted in just for money to be effectively an online stripper. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Yeah. way worse than an online stripper. But
What do you mean way worse?
way worse. Online strippers just, you know, naked. I do things that are way more grotesque
Well,
than
just
that.
pornography.
Pornography, anything, but it's all within what
You
I
know,
want to do.
Pierce, stop. You're subscribed. Come on. Why is Pierce lying?
I absolutely love it, and I'm really good at it. You know, I could be a good lawyer, yes, but also, am I good at doing other things on video and camera?
How would you
Yes.
feel when you want to have kids yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really want kids right now. But at
But you
least
will do. How old are you?
25.
Right, so you will do at some stage, probably, right?
Maybe.
When you do, you're going to be proud that you have your little ones and they look at you and go, didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, but look at all my stuff.
They can cry in a Ferrari.
True.
You see, there will be, I know there will be people
You know
watching
what's crazy,
this.
bro? Pierce is like, because he knows he would say, that's some shit he would say.
It's younger people cheering you on. Go, yeah, girl, you go out.
Because I could also make the same argument and be like, hey, Pierce, how would your family feel when they see some of the dumb shit that you say on national TV in front of millions of people? How would they feel? And you'd probably be like, well, they'll cry in a Ferrari. So yeah.
And there'll be
Yeah.
other people going, what are you sounding like? You sound
Yeah.
awful, grotesque. It's like, why go down this road? You've obviously, you could be doing something so much better
Yeah.
for the world than this, couldn't you?
No, I've been so like sexually open since I was at school, and if you met anyone in my year group, they would be like, you were absolutely made to do this. And I think if you put your mind to something, then you can absolutely achieve it. Like, look at me, with a little bit of good looks and hard work, you can
All right.
become a millionaire.
Blair, look, you know, play
Particularly
devil's
not
advocate. Blair, I mean, look, you know,
This-
I saw you rolling your eyes, but the bottom line
Well,
is
it's-
she's making millions doing what she enjoys doing.
Well,
She's
it's-
clearly
it's
very
important-
very popular. I mean, who are we to be too prudish about it, frankly?
It's nothing to do with Elle, but I think it's important to state that it's not just about having good looks and a little bit of work ethic, because oftentimes, like I just said, you could be incredibly good looking on OnlyFans and only bring in $180 a month
Yeah.
and still take on the entire stigma of doing sex work. So while it's
Okay,
important
right.
to, you know, say that everyone can do what they want, we do have to acknowledge that Elle is the exception, not the rule. And oftentimes these young girls, sometimes on their 18th birthday, are being misled into joining the site that completely demolishes any prospects of future employment for them. And often
I
statistically,
mean, she's making good points. Like, fair enough for her, you know.
any chances of having relationships. A lot of OnlyFans girls are actually regretting being on the website, coming forward and saying they can't get a job now and they can't get a date, and they never even made the money to justify doing
Well,
it.
that's a good
I'm so
point.
happy for Elle,
Yeah.
but that's the exception to the rule.
Okay, yeah, let me ask you on that point. I mean, do you have a man or not? You want a man?
No, I'm single at the moment. But can I just point out that people fail at jobs all the time? Like, just because you didn't make it as an actor, do you regret being an actor? Like, so many companies go busk, and like, what that
Burger
point
Right. If you fail at
is stupid to
OnlyFans,
me.
you've done porn.
Sorry?
I said, but if you fail at McDonald's, you didn't flip a burger correctly for a customer. If you fail at OnlyFans, there's videos and pictures of you having sex or being naked on the internet forever. There's much
You
worse
make that
consequences.
choice. It's not like loads of people fail.
No, I know,
If you make
but
that
you should
choice
make
of
the
getting
choice
naked,
armed
then you
with the
can
information. But you
agree
should
with
be
the
armed with the
circumstances.
information, is what I'm saying. You do
What
make
does it
a
say
choice,
though, Elle? I mean,
absolutely.
honestly, we've got to wrap it up, but what does it say about society where a bright young woman like you,
Yeah.
right, decides to abandon a career and a fantastic career as a lawyer to do this
Maybe pay lawyers more. I don't know. Maybe that fucking idiot.
because it's making you money online? What does it say about the way society's gone?
That I'm successful no matter what I do. I'd be successful as anything. It just
Are you
turns
proud of it?
out
Are you
to
proud
be-
of it though?
Yeah, of course I
Really?
am. Of course I am. Look
More
at
than
me.
you would be
Through
as a lawyer?
OnlyFans.
Why are you trying to shame her into not being proud of what she's doing? She's just proud of it, and that's it, bro. She's like, yeah, she's popping pussy. So what? Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. Peter is fucking acting like, I mean, Pierce is acting, Pierce is acting like he's never, I ain't gonna say it, bro.
I box, I have a big social presence, I have everything, and OnlyFans was my gateway to become this influencer that I am now.
But
I
who wants
absolutely
to
am
be an
proud of that.
influencer, really? What does it mean?
Who wants? Have you met
She
any?
wants to be an influencer, and she chose to be an influencer. Leave her the fuck alone. If she did, you know what? Whatever. bro.
Any, maybe not OnlyFans, but any
I
kid at
find
school,
all
they wanna be
influencers pretty
influencers.
shallow people. I've got to
Yeah.
be honest, because
thought-
they think they're great influencing on people, but most of them aren't. They're a bad
That's you, Pierce. You're kind of an influencer too, and you are pretty shallow. So
I feel like now you've been deplatformed, you're kind of an influencer.
Really?
Yeah,
In
I'd
what
say
way?
so. I don't know. Just you can have any views online and post them when you're an influencer.
That's true.
Damn.
That has me as you.
That's true, but I see myself as a journalist. It was a career I
Yeah.
always wanted to do. You would have been a lawyer
Yeah.
if you hadn't taken this path.
But that's fucked up though. Like you're like a journalist, literally, in like a big platform. I don't even know that he got deplatformed, and now you're like a YouTuber, like all of us. You know, sad.
Interview again in 15 years.
Yeah.
And you'll say, you know what, Piers, you were right.
I'll pick you up in my Bugatti.
Okay. Well, it'll be one or the other. Thank you for coming in. Elle, appreciate it. And thank you,
All right.
Blair. Appreciate you joining me.
Thanks
Thank you
for
very
having
much.
I don't really blame this lady or the others who fall into the same trap. It's all about this whole system, which is
She didn't fall into any trap. She's making a lot of money. She's happy. I mean, unless she's faking it, she might be. She's making money. She's happy with her life. She's happy with what she's done. And that's just what it is. And she's popping pussy. And she's free. She has the right to... She's not affecting anybody negatively. So yeah, there's no trap, you know. There are some other girls maybe that might be doing this. And that might not... possibly they might not be... which is ridiculous, by the way. The fact that you can't get hired to a job just because you're popping pussy on the internet, that's fucking crazy. That's ridiculous. That's fucked up. By its own is definitely a negative, and that should 100% change. And that's it. That's actually a problem of the system. Like, if anything, we should criticize the system. Like, the fact that you can't pop pussy on the internet, like, why not? If that's who you choose to be, if that's what you choose to do, that's your right. That's your human right. You are free to do it, okay? And the fact that employers would look at that is actually fucked up, and it's a systematic problem that needs to be solved, you know?
it's rigged and it doesn't work in a fair way. So if sex sells more than being a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer, of course some people will choose this path. But this path has its own consequences. At least when you follow or become a doctor or a lawyer, you don't have to suffer the consequences.
What's the consequences? The consequences are being rich. For some, of course, not for everybody. So what are the consequences? Like, this is 11 minutes. What's the point of this, man? You made no points. There's nothing that you made. You made 0 arguments. 0. Like, nothing. You know? My video's 22 minutes. I fucking made some arguments more than you did. And I clicked on your video to fucking react. What's the point of this? What's the point of this? So pointless. This was, you chose to make a video on this and you said nothing throughout the video. The one time you said anything, you said some dumb shit where you basically say that she's somehow violating your right by being free, even though she's literally not saying or doing anything that's violating people's rights. And then at the last, you're like, yeah, bro, yeah, like, you know what, guys, this is bad. That's it. That's my take. Like,
choose this path. But this path has its own consequences.
what's
At
the
least when you
consequences? Tell us the consequences then.
follow or become a doctor or a lawyer, you don't have to suffer the consequences. What
Bro,
are your
to be a doctor, you have to take like 7 years of medical school. That's the consequence. Okay, treating patients is not great. Being a lawyer is not. They also have their own consequences. Okay, some people might not want to suffer those consequences, and maybe some people want to suffer being a fucking OnlyFans girl.
your thoughts? Is sex work really empowering women? Leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, that was nothing, girl. And that was, you made no point in this video. Anyways, shout out to you, Lord.